What's up, guys? This podcast is sponsored by Yak Attack. It's yakattack.us. And what Yak Attack is the leader in the kayak fishing industry who specializes in kayak fishing rigging solutions. As kayak anglers themselves, they are tightly integrated into the sport of kayak fishing and are acutely aware what the sport needs. It all starts with the gear track and or the Mighty Mount. The gear track comes in all different sizes and colors, and the screwball that connects to that connects everything to your kayak. And what that is a variety of rod holders and camera mounts for your still cameras and your GoPros, your light poles that the day flags that all folds into the flags, fish finder mounts, and the black pack crate system. All of this is made in the USA. A few years ago, Yak Attack set the gold standard in kayak visibility with the VisiCarbon Pro. Fast forward to today, it remains the most dependable light flag combo in the industry. The 48-inch deployed height gets the flag and the light up where it can be seen, and the 14-inch collapsed length allows it to be easily stowed when not in use. The high visibility flag doubles as the pouch, making it an easy unit to pack away and store. The expected lamp life of 10,000 plus hours of ultra bright high efficiency LEDs and at least 100 hours with the 3 AA batteries that are included. The carbon fiber mast is strong and lightweight, and the narrow profile offers low wind drag. Don't compromise on safety. Depends on what tens of thousands of other paddlers trust. There is only one VisiCarbon Pro from Yak Attack, and that's yakattack.us. This podcast is also sponsored by my DVDs at kayakkevin.com. The Kayak Fishing the Chesapeake Bay series and the Bay Tour DVD. The kayak fishing DVDs are broken up into a trilogy. Number 1 is an intro into the fishery. It has a full year's worth of footage from more of the larger fish targeted in the lower Chesapeake Bay. The instructional sequels are broken up into 2 parts, the warm water and the cold water species. Number 2 is the warm water species with detailed instruction on the rigs and the fishery itself, spanning from the red drum at the shoals, flounder, the summer structure species, and the sight casting to the red drum and the striper. Number 3 is the cold water species with detailed instruction on the winter targets, tautog, and the eastern shore striper fishery. The Chesapeake Bay Tour DVD is a 6-week, 600-mile tour I did around the Chesapeake Bay in 2010. It's kind of filmed in a Survivor Man style, showing everything I do and look for when I'm on a long distance tour. All of these DVDs are available at kayakkevin.com. It's kayakkevin.com and Yak Attack at yakattack.us. All right, thanks guys for hanging out, and sorry it's been we're well over an hour late.
Yeah,
we're an hour and 15 minutes later, but we're just trying to work with this computer, and we figured we're going to do this one on this and this and that and that. And
so let us know if, enough of you are on from Facebook, man. Let us know if the connection is fine, because we got a different computer on Ustream now.
And this one, well, Ustream looks a little sketchy on our side, so it might be bad, but of course our the recording's gonna be fine and on YouTube later. I'm gonna turn this down so you don't look at that.
Yeah, just turn it away.
Yeah, I have to do it like this. Yeah. All right. And this is podcast number 48. It is March 19th, 2015. And we got Lee, and we're at Lee's house, and we're gonna look at some videos
and stuff.
The last couple videos I've been putting out this year. Wintertime is a lot of times where I'll collect all the footage throughout the year, and some of the best ones I'm either saving for something bigger later on, or like a DVD with some of the reds that I might be doing later. And then some of the ones I just want to put out on YouTube, and because that's fun. And so these kind of going to go over the review of.
Because this is coming in because Shane said it's an hour and. Little jittery. All right.
It's gonna be.
It might be.
Yeah. It's gonna be in the live.
Yeah. If the audio is bad, let us know and we'll see. But audio looks like it should be fine. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Should probably be enough commercials anyway that you'll. Video not smooth but watchable.
Cool.
It's also, the camera's really close to us right now too, so the more we move on the show with the more I move actually closer to the, because I'm close to the camera, That's what Christy was telling me about. She watched the Skype show, and she told me to stop moving because when I stopped moving, it wasn't as choppy.
Oh, just because. Well, that's Ustream. That's Ustream. It's not doing that on the live, on the YouTube, on the recording. So yeah, that's the Ustream.
It's fine. Just keep talking.
All right. So what we've done with 2 videos so far is Damien's and my 53 is gone over and detailed the footage, and it's kind of something that I like to do because there's a lot of nuances and there's a lot of stuff in there that can help on a fight if you're in a fight with the Big Red, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, and especially because we make it look easy. People say we make it look easy. It doesn't look like we're doing a whole lot, but we're doing a shit ton, and there's a lot going on. And
there are things we've done a lot of times too, so it becomes that motion.
And their techniques.
Yeah.
And especially when I put up the stern cam only of the 50-incher.
Yeah.
That was I don't like putting up single camera shots because it's just all one camera shot, but that was good because it shows how I used the rod to turn the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good straight line or it pulled.
That was so funny when you
run
run around that boat.
Yeah, and that was pretty good too. But this is, it really digs in. But we're going to go over. I posted it on the thread. We're going to go over a spade fish that I just posted up. That was a good day. We're kind of bumped up
Yeah.
a 12-incher, a 14-incher, and a 16-incher. And then we're going to go over the sheepshead video with me and you. And then the afternoon reds when I was with Rogowski
Regals.
and Willie Rags. And that's why I had a double on that one. And then the 50-inch red, that one. And then yours, 48-inch from 2 years ago, right? It was
the bridge?
No, at the Easy Shore when it was before we got up that day with
Joe.
Yeah. So that one is when we're trolling along and boom, you're on that one.
Oh yeah.
We didn't go over that one, and I realized we only went over those 2, and I was like, yeah, we can go over that one too, even though it wasn't this
if
year.
we have time. That's like a lot of videos for an hour and a half later.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And you went fishing, but it sucked. You went.
Dude, the morning started insane with the loss of a cell phone and the search for that, and then pulling up to the gas station. One of the tires on the trailer was a little low, but the gas station was like 3 blocks away, and there's 4 tires, dual axle. So we went like the 3 blocks, and we're gonna put. It wasn't completely flat, you know what I mean? So we pulled in at the air thing. As soon as we pulled in the air thing, this lady pulls in and parks in between the 2 pumps that would be super easy for us to just pull. Parks in between them. Goes inside, gets the bathroom key. She didn't park in the parking spots for the...
Yeah.
Oh my... So
you had to rearrange and...
No, we... Like... So we're like, what? She starts coming back out, so we're like... By the time Jay goes inside and tells him he wants to use the pump or whatever, but he didn't, they said the card readers, I guess, were working. I don't know. He went inside for something. Oh, maybe he was asking about the lady.
Right.
That's how he found out it was her car.
Right.
Because she pulled in, like, right before us or whatever. But anyway, so we're like, man, she's got both pumps blocked off, we think. She's coming back out. As she's coming back out, this dude pulls in, he's getting ready to go to work. He's got like 10 people stuffed in one pickup truck. And he like parks like just jams her on in there like as close as he can, like backs it into this so he can get to the pump.
Right.
He's like inches from her car with one corner. You know what I mean? I looked at Jay, I was like, fuck this. Another gas station. We drive down the street, pull into the gas station. It takes like 5 minutes to get a credit card swiper to work at this place. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Every time we're getting ready to go inside to be like, to do it inside, it's like authorizing.
All right, so yeah, all kinds of morning problems you get out there and
so we get out
fishing,
there and
talk fishing.
Well, yeah, we're going tog fishing. We were going to try and go to the triangles, but it was a little rough, so we ended up, and we got such a late start, so we decided to stop at the tower. And we stopped at the tower reef, tried for like 2 hours to get the anchor hooked up on a certain piece.
Yeah.
And every time we would get it hooked up and come tight, we'd have to pull so much scope out of it that we were almost right up above it and pull the wreck anchor out. And it was just the opposite current that we had fished these pieces before, you know what I mean? With current and wind, we had fished these pieces before, and I think we were actually like pulling, instead of along the boat, I think we were like pulling across the boat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the wreck. So, nearly impossible to fish it. So finally, we move around, find another really good piece, get hooked up instantly. Drop down, the bottom feels real good. After about 5 minutes, the engine heat alarm goes off. The water at the temperature is 39 degrees. And the water temperature gauge says the engine is hot. We, reach back behind to hear it, to feel it, whether it was like pissing hot water.
Right.
It's not even barely warm.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's 39 degrees running
Yeah.
through that engine. It doesn't even have time to get hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we turn the engine off, restart it. After about 5 minutes of idling, the engine comes back, alarm goes back off. That's it, it's over. Pull the anchor up, go in. Just stupid.
Yeah. You got your citation though. Your citation paper anyway.
Oh yeah, I got the paperwork for my citation for that 14.5 pounder I caught with Ken last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was, but we're about like,
so citations are starting to come out. If
we're about like 2
registered last year.
weeks, 3 weeks away from when I caught the 10.5 pounder in the bay last year.
Yeah.
Water needs to warm up for that.
Yeah, it does. It's slowly warming up. 40 degrees now, 42. It's in the middle of the bay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to still run a little sketchy, but should be alright. Yeah, as I was putting this one together, I was feeling like summertime, nice and wearing shorts and hot outside. Now right here, I'm doing this. The current's just starting to move. And so I'm not tethered off to the pilings, I'm not anchored off to the pilings or anything like that. So the current's just starting to move, and I'm able just to lean up against the piling and let the current kind of push my boat. And it's not pushing hard enough where I can't control it. So you can see I'm kind of pushing off and letting go. And the spade fish are kind of right beside the piling, just back a little bit. So this was actually a really good way to get it. I was able to get on them. If I was behind the piling, I would have to kind of go up in front and let it bring back to them, or fish the ones that were right on top of, or I was on top of. But right there, it seemed to be working pretty good. And then when I hooked one, I was able just to push off and get away from the pilings. So right there, just pushing off.
These skills are way better than mine.
And this is a smaller one. He hasn't taken any drag. He's just, holding down. So that's a 12-incher. That's a 12-incher that's doing that. Just getting away from the piling. Yeah, that's not much better. See, the current's moving a little bit, just enough to put pressure on, and I'm able to hold on the piling and push off. This one's pulling a little bit more drag, so it's a little bit bigger. And I can feel right here, he's a little bit bigger. Boy, got a good one.
Spade fish are it's so much fun, man. No matter what you catch them on, I've caught them on the boat, I've caught them under the kayak. It's just, things pull so
And you gotta be careful because we pull the whole thing about them. It's not that like they have speckled trout mouths, but they fight so hard they'll rip the hook through their face. So you have to be careful not to push too much drag on them. And they fight hard, so you want to. They're pulling drag from it, and you want to stop that, but you can't because you might rip it out of their face, and that'll happen. Just pulls right out.
Oh, come on.
And that's where they're gonna come off, right there.
Come on. No more of that. Come on. Ah, yeah. Woo! Yeah.
So I knew that was a little one, so I didn't want to get away from the piling. I wanted to stay up there. I wanted to stay in my position. But they're all right in that, just right behind the piling. As the current starts going, those spade fish kind of get around the piling. But like on the second DVD, I was catching them out and away from the piling, and that's during total slack current. Right there, they're right there. I mean, it's shallow. I mean, they're not 3 feet down.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun when you can see them like crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have that visibility this year.
Yeah. Coming tight, gone.
And he rips drag immediately. I'm like, oh yeah. Let me tighten down just a little bit. Back up a little bit. Too much. Trying to get him away from the piling, and now he starts going to one to kind of go back there. I'm like, oh, yep, he's trying to go back. He's getting close now. Now I'm like, oh no. Get back, get out of there as much as I can. And he's straight down so far, but at any time he can go whee and make that wild turn around the piling.
They have that crazy planar body, man. When they turn, they just go the other way real fast.
In a lot of circles, and all of a sudden you can wrap. He wrap around a piling, just like that. You hear him trying not to put too much drag on him. Another thing is I'm using 65-pound braid on here because that was what I was using for tog, those reels. So it wasn't pulling it out fast enough. You know, it wasn't controllable. So I'm going to go back to 50 since that's a smaller diameter.
50.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
That's the one I was out here looking for. Yeah, that's right.
Because they're finally getting to that size now.
Yeah.
You know, we're starting to get that again. Where a couple years ago we used to have a lot of them that size. So they're just getting to there. Like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Did that right out here.
There we go. I mean, I got it.
All right, now some more piling work. We'll do sheep's head next.
Yeah. These are so much fun. This is one of the things I love to catch every summer.
Let's fix this a little bit. Yeah, that's a pretty one. Spikes, man. Look at that spike.
Yeah.
As you can really see those spikes on there. That's
Roger
pretty
had one removed.
Yeah. Stuck in his foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
And then big old. Here we go. Swing and a miss. Stacking them on. Give them full
just give them like a full action. Got them all.
It's so weird.
It's so weird, man. Sheep's head bites are just crazy.
What is that?
This is all the same fish. This is in a row.
Yeah.
And this is
Here we go.
not so lucky this time.
Yeah, right.
You knew exactly right there. You knew what he had. Those big wobbles. And now a lunge. Rah!
Yep.
And I'm coming over to you now. And you're not even tied off the pilings. You just, it's enough slack of a current you were just hovering because on those rebait shots you were back.
Yeah.
Oof, good lunge there.
They pull so hard, man.
I know that's a jigging rod too. That's rode over.
Extra heavy jigging. Kevin's oh shit noticing I'm hooked up.
Been beating her for about 10 minutes. Oh my god.
real sketchy right here.
Yeah.
Could go off at any time.
Yeah, at this point. That's why I'm so, like...
Real careful because the thing just go crazy. I had one go so nuts on me after I landed one for a while that I had to hold down on him because he was going to stab.
Well, I've been feeding him for about 10 minutes. So I felt the first dump, and I was like, huh. I either got a really dumb sheep's head or a really smart hog down there. It's not even that. No, it's not even.
It looked like a giant. I mean, it looked huge, but it was 23.
Yeah.
Just look at that. I mean, just that big around. Yeah.
Come on, chill the out.
Spikes.
Spikes.
Yeah. Ready to go. That was a good swim off.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Here's one. Want to get off the piling? I'm on the piling, so I want to get off.
The kicking, super kick.
Got both legs going.
He also got an audience at the moment. An onlooker.
I feel like I'm far enough away from the piling where I connect back on again.
He's right here. Come take the.
Onlookers.
Not a big one, but
Oh. They're all crazy.
yeah.
One crank up.
Excuse me.
Small one. Or one. Yeah, it's the same size. Finally got him.
Here's this one with a trip.
Yeah, this is crazy. I hook this thing and just like, bend.
And we've been catching black drum like this 30-inch black drum
Right.
out there. So that's kind of how they fight. And what was messed up is you unhooked, but he started pulling you back on it.
Yeah.
And he actually got your nose out in the current, which whipped your tail around because he went that way. On these vertical fights, it's hard to guide the kayak around with your rod too.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible. You really have to. You got stuck there for a
Yeah,
second.
you're saying get off anchor,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm off
You're
anchor.
off.
I was backed up, but he pulled me back in, and it was.
He stuck you in there. Now he came off and he's kind of in front. You can see he's back far enough. But you were
I
in the
still think
pilings.
it's a black drum the whole time.
And you were in the pilings because
Yeah.
when you came up, your line was sprayed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still think it's a black drum. Just the way it's acting. It's kind of acting like it.
It's gotta be a black drum.
The only thing is that kind of lunge, but it's still like.
Feel like it now. Holy
Yeah.
side hook.
Side hook.
I've been feeding this too. I don't know if I'm gonna land it. That looks really strange to me to get the hook out. Or get him in the boat.
Yeah, where it's hooked is in the
Like,
eye.
Yeah, he's
flap.
like in the top of the eye socket, but it didn't hurt his eyeball
At all. At
It's
all.
crazy.
It's like an eyebrow.
A
Almost.
cat got my dog that way one
socket.
time.
I was like, get him in, just scoop him. I don't care.
Big.
Yeah, and he's
It's a
like
big
not like he's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, right in the
I thought it was a
eyebrow.
black drum the whole time. The whole time I thought that was a black drum. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pound for pound, one of the strongest fish you'll ever have to deal with. The bite is crazy. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't, sometimes you're just hooked up. Like,
There. They'll just be there.
yeah, like they were there the whole time. When you go to reel up, you'll just be hooked up.
Yeah.
He's under your thumb. Yeah. Coming up on the other side of you. Yeah.
Good.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yep. Totally righted himself.
Just want to make sure it wasn't going outside
Yeah.
and shit.
Dude, I hooked the out. I was like, okay, wham!
You still good on
How big do sheep's head get? Shit, what is the world record? Like 27?
world record is 30. Well, it's 26 pounds.
26 pounds?
I used to know it by heart, but I can't remember. Exactly
26 or 27. I mean, 27 pounds is coming up to me. That big at least, man. And that one they got at the aquarium in Virginia Beach is goddamn
Yeah,
close.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
The one they got in there is goddamn close.
That's a big one.
I don't know, man. I think that we're gonna catch one here.
The thing is, okay, our our state record is 8 ounces away from the world record, and where the world record was caught in Louisiana or Mississippi or something like that. But we have that consistently big ones. We have a different stocky breed of them, and so like you're saying, it's the potential for us to catch the world record and a kayaker to catch a world record fish is high. Just like I would say in Florida with those guys catching those triggerfish, they catch like world record size triggerfish. A kayaker can catch a world record.
Even though our range is smaller on the bridge in the boat, all you have to do is have the right one.
Yeah.
When we're fishing around the bridge, we have a distinct advantage of hopping from piling to piling to piling, unless you have the perfect conditions in your boat to anchor up and be able to just do that.
Yeah.
But we don't need perfect conditions to do that.
But also another thing is like you saying, we're on the bridge, we're limited, but our state record was called on the first island.
Right.
It was called a pier. So that's yeah. Imagine that. 32, 34 inches, something like that.
Yeah, they catch big ones on the other side of the bridge.
But that's our state record is 34 inches. That's what that thing was. He said he thought it was a black drum until he landed it, and it was like, whoa. Yeah.
I can understand why that giant one I caught.
Yeah. We'll do this one next.
Which one is this?
50-inch red.
From
Mine from last.
Everybody always asks. It's right there. These people ask dumb questions all the time.
All right, so right here we're stocking the school. Me and Rick are stocking the school. You're off about a quarter mile away from us.
Yeah.
So we're stocking. We're stalking the school. It's right here. So Rick was behind it. I saw it moving this way. I'm trying to get out in front of it and make my cast as it's moving this way. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's about right here. So I make the cast, and I'm right beside him.
Put the brakes on.
Put the brakes on. Yeah, put the brakes on to stop.
You just do right on top of them.
Rick just do right on top. So they're right here, and now they're coming at me. So I'm like, oh shit, let me get my lure up. I make a cast, and I cuss here because I landed right on top of them. I was like,
did Rick hook up?
No, he doesn't. You hear that though? That's the part I love. What was okay? So I throw it and I land on top of them. I'm like, oh shit! I fucked up because they were coming at me. I threw on top of them. Basically, I think I threw on them or behind them because they're coming at me. So I just try to hopefully one will see it. And when I hook one, that's why he says, "Are you on him?" I said, "Oh shit! I was getting ready to say I think I'm behind him," and then I hook up. And as soon as I hook up, that thing takes off from where I cast to where it explodes. You can hear the braid in the water going, whoa! That's when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. Oh, that was it right there. See, Rick says coming at me left to right, and I threw right on top. Shit. Yeah, he said might have been just behind. Woo! Boom, they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going right in front of you, dude. Right in perfect.
And Ray makes a perfect cast.
And he didn't
get one. He made the I watched it. It was right beside me. He threw right perfect. Now, on that cobia that I lost this year, I was going about the same speed. And right about here, he pulls all my drag out. All my line out. So that's how long I had that cobia on, was right through here. Because this one's getting me going. I already got this
The big
line up.
one.
Yeah, that bigger one. That big one. Off of Grandview that last year. And this one's good because, man, he just took off and it's taking straight now. You know, we're 5-6 feet of water.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's only a couple feet. Thought you had him. Woo!
Trying to get your attention. That's what all that
Can you not
is.
hear us? Yeah, he just heard us finally.
Yeah. So now you start coming over to us. It was a small school though. See now this fish
He's
is.
coming back your way. They might even be in between us.
See, I was thinking that fish was going towards
Right.
the school, so maybe Rick is still on it.
That's the first time I sighted him.
It's been cloudy all
I've been
day.
see all day.
So now he's got me turned back around.
Oh, I remember this day
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
This is the
yeah.
striper vid. The striper was right after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big line, big splasher.
So he got right to him, but now he takes off again. And again, that technique of rod tip to the front of the boat always to get your boat turning that way. So I still don't really see him, but I haven't got a good eyeball on him yet. I don't see how pretty and how big he is yet. But he slows down for a second. I think he's getting close to being done here.
I would already be done.
Well, then he starts picking up speed again.
Nah. He'd already be picking him. He'd be picking up speed, all right. Accelerating
So,
right
now he goes,
my
goes
tank
just
well.
under the boat, but I keep the rod just, because I want to fight him on that side, and he goes back, he cuts back this way. Now he gets lungy. And now I pick up speed, get my rod tip back to the front, catch up that line I just lost.
Not everybody gets commercials at the same time.
Really?
Shane says he gets no commercials.
Huh.
He must have VIP status.
But he's got me going now. He's got me going. I see him again.
He posts that up because I'm there. the funny one. Not that day.
No, this is years
But
after
yeah.
that, yeah.
Some more of that.
Yeah.
This was one of those days Kevin had been out all day not being able to see shit.
That's
And
it.
this is how this goes down.
Yeah.
Rick and I bust ass after work to come over there. Kevin's like, man, I ain't been able to see shit all day, man. But it start, so Rick and I paddle over. As soon as Rick gets close enough to him, Kevin sees him, and it's on. He literally, Rick and I feel like Kevin literally followed this school around all day, lured Rick to him, was like, oh, here we go. He's like, what the fuck is this? He hadn't
For
caught
me,
anything all day, and Rick and I hadn't been there 15
I had
minutes.
already paddled like 15 miles, just zigzagging. I mean, just non-stop paddling all day.
Knowing they were
going
gonna be
looking.
there.
Yeah, they're around. I knew they were
Trolling.
around. And this is the first one of the year. Yeah, trolling, looking, and it's cloudy, so I couldn't really see.
Yeah.
But I was even
You
going
did it
in
twice to us that year.
Yeah, but that going.
No, when we would paddle over there after work, and you would catch one as soon as we got there. One day you caught like 2 in a row on us, or a double or something right after we got there. Your cameras might have been dead though.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
One of those end of the week you've been out there. That's all right. I'm gonna have one of them weeks this year. Either we're gonna be up here or down south.
Yeah.
I really hope that we have a chance to do both.
Well, I was talking. Alderman came out, and I saw him last week. Where I was talking about that. I was like, I want to pinpoint that and try to get with the cobia and the Reds or how all happened at the same time.
Or if we could just get down there for the cobias.
Yeah.
That's what we want for the video for the boat.
Yeah.
That would be fun, but dude, they got the Reds down there at the same time. So the aggressive big black drummer swimming around at the same time
That's
too,
right. He did get
man.
in the school of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Like
one time I've seen those giant schools of black drum bite, and that's the day we caught the Grand Slam out of Rick's boat, and Blake caught the black. I threw in the school at the same time he did. That fish was hooked right in the inside of the mouth, man. That thing bit, and it was hooked like right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in the inside of the mouth.
Yeah.
I threw in there and got no bite at all.
Yeah.
Same thing we did with the cobias, except we both hooked up at the same time.
Yeah.
There was 3 cobia, and Blake and I both threw. This is the second fish of the day of the slam.
Slam.
We caught 2 cobias. He caught his was big enough to keep, and mine was too small. But there was 3 of them. We both threw, hooked up that time. That's when we went and set up. We set up. That was the day. The night before, They got no drum on crabs and caught them all on bunkers. So we bought a bunch of bunker and no crabs.
I remember that.
But the crabs are floating by like crazy.
And
I probably said this before on here.
That was the day you scooped.
That was the night we. Yeah, it was only because we started hearing them getting slurped off the top. We're sitting there, man, and you literally start hearing slurps come off the top, and you're seeing these crabs float by, and I'm like, dude, that's drum. These drummers slurping these fucking crabs off the top.
Yeah.
And every crab we scooped and put on a hook, we caught a drum one.
Yeah.
But the very first one went to Blake, so he caught the Chesapeake Bay Grand Slam. Although they weren't citations, but he caught a big black drum. He caught a citation black drum, a citation red drum, and like a 45 or 40.
Oh, what is citation?
40. It was probably like a 42-inch.
Yeah.
Small cobia. It was 43-inch cobia.
Yeah.
Well big enough to keep, but 30-pounder maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe probably smaller than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even 40-incher. But
Yeah.
fun.
Just had to keep.
Oh, it was crazy. It was still, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen it happen again.
Yeah.
Maybe we got the chance over there black drum fishing.
Yeah, those things have not been as fun. Well, for the way the fishing sucks for us.
Yeah, and actually,
we-
the first year we tried it, we had like a good amount of success.
Yeah, that was good.
Did you get one on anchor?
No.
I got
No.
one and Mike got two.
I've
and I think
only
that was-
caught them around the bridge or
Right.
an island. Yeah, I've only caught them around the island. And that's hard to do.
on the bite or the almost bite.
Yeah, I've caught 3 on the actually bit. But 3 that actually bit. The rest were side hooked to the sides or somewhere like that. They've run into it. But I have 3 that were actually that bit the small.
I caught one right in the mouth.
Yeah, I had one. I saw one aggressively chase over the school to get to the lure. Like I was going over top of the school because I missed them. And I wasn't in front of them, so I was just trying to get away. And this one came raw, ran up top. It was like, damn. Nice.
Stupid thing.
So this
big
thing,
ugly.
So yeah, so this thing's starting to lunge again. Yeah, and this is not. There it goes again. So I got him right next to the boat. There he goes. He does a little bit of a cutback, but it's not a real cutback. He almost just like stops.
Yeah.
Because he comes back around and then goes the same direction again.
Yeah.
And now he's
he just
going.
literally does like a
He just
jet
like
circle or something.
he stopped and then he's under the boat, right under, but then he goes out forward and I'm able to, get going again. And that's the other thing.
Oh yeah, and you're full setup in camping mode.
No, this is a 13.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
camping. Wasn't camping because it was like only one day I had over there or something.
It was a small.
I mean, I was camping when the 15 was stolen.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got him not long after this. Actually, it may have been. You caught a drum the day we got our boats back, didn't you?
Yeah, no, that was the year before. That was actually the year before. Yeah, I wasn't fishing. I wasn't camping yet.
Huh?
I wasn't camping yet. This was last year. That was the year before.
No. The day you got the boats back.
Yes, we caught that was the double. We caught I caught the 51 and a half, and you caught that 48. That was,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we got drum the day we got stolen too.
I think so.
That was the day we
Yeah, I knew you guys
Yeah.
would bring them for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, because before I had that.
I
But
knew you guys would bring them for me.
that's what I'm saying.
I've been zigzagging this place all day.
I've been zigzagging this place all goddamn day. We're all fucking dead.
Yes, I saw a small little.
There was like 10 fish in that school. It's almost an Ohm symbol.
Yeah. It's so crazy none of these things get recaptured, but it's just because of the sheer number of the fucking things,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
We literally bomb schools of them sometimes for 5, 6 fish, and you haven't even touched them.
Yeah.
You've seen 20 times more than that swim underneath of your boat as soon as you hook up. Oh, and here's me sucking again. this the one you tell me I'm hooked up
Yeah.
on?
Delicious
Yeah.
pizza.
We're talking about Kogan's. We're just talking about Kogan's.
You're on. I am.
I am. You're on. Okay, I'll do that.
Give me one.
So I'm trying to like jig one up.
Joe!
This is the day that our
You're on.
15s got stolen.
Like,
This is the-
I am.
Huh?
As a
was-
matter of fact.
Yep.
I'll take that.
I think so.
Oh! Broke off. No, he came off. Too much heat. Too many heat. Too many heat.
Stupid fish. This one's dumb.
Yeah, y'all be the same one as you
This
just
is
got
extra
into the
special.
school of
This
again.
one's extra special right here.
That one just pulled you into the school. That's all.
Too many heat. Too many drag.
There's a stop, then it's
Yeah.
stop, boom.
Ah, he come back. That's right. That's right. And he's madder than ever.
Better than ever.
Start moving.
Yeah, this fish has never been this
Yeah,
mad.
lunge. That was a hard lunge there.
Ever.
This fish has never been this mad ever.
But yeah, that total rod tip on the front of the boat, guiding
Yep.
that.
And not even use a heavy,
Just made one
nearly as
cast,
heavy a
I
rod
was
as you
like, oh,
do
he came
now.
back.
You're still getting the same torque out of it now.
Yeah.
Oof, lunge, cut back, up. Yep. Yep, but go back forward again. Little fake stop.
Yeah. Little swerve.
Look at the heat, dude. Turn up the heat.
It's got that real crank all the way down, just doing whatever.
Break their will or break them off.
Pulling into the wind. He's done. Spun you around 360. Or 180 from when I shot you from the other side. He just turned you right around.
Didn't we get our boat stolen last year?
Year before.
Year before. Year before. Yeah, because I sold the 15 last year.
Look, you've already done that 360, right? He's already spun you around a circle.
Yeah.
And now he's getting you on the straight line
Get this
again.
thing in and you can get a bite.
Because that was where I was getting bites. Look how far you got. I faded that out because it's like 2 minutes of straight line. You got real far away.
Yeah. No. No. No.
Oh, yeah, we got the boats back.
Yeah.
Right down the street from the house. What was it? A couple months?
No. Couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Couple weeks. Because I was still able to camp out on that year. For a drum.
Oh, yeah. Because that thing was perfectly rigged up right then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. Look at that big old sea monster.
Yeah.
That's right. Now you're in the right spot.
See, this is also rod. Look at the rod control. You're not having it locked in because he takes off, and you gotta fight him again. You gotta hold. Yeah. If you had it locked in like in a vertical position,
Yeah.
that would have broken your rod.
Yeah, try not to do the whole vertical thing at all. There we go.
Vertical. But you was able to get out of there.
Yeah.
They're just trying to lead him back.
Yeah, but when I got the leader and stuff, I tried not to hold the rod straight up in case something.
Ow. Switch hands.
Sometimes I like that. I mean, I use two hands with the drum a lot.
Plus, you hook him right next to the jawbone and grab him like that. No, you got him in. That was the way you got him. Scooped him in.
Not around today. That's another stud.
Catch another big one that day too.
Yeah, I caught 3 that day.
Yeah. And all big ones. Yeah. Terrible release.
Gone. Oh, not modified yet.
Yeah, that was the older one. That was an older one.
No wave.
Nope, that was the older one.
Dude, the wave on the new one is awesome.
Yeah, that was the first take of that, and then I did it 3 more times to make sure I got it, but that one was the first one, and I got it. And I had to wait about 15 minutes for that to happen. All right, here's the double. And this is one of my best doubles because I got real in trouble with where the lines were and everything.
It had been a long day of paddling and searching. Then late in the afternoon, Rogowski hooks up to a 49-inch red.
Yeah, and to here we had been.
Oh, Billy sucks anyway.
We had been out, we've been in, we paddled out, and then just kept going, trying to find him. And he just out of nowhere too. I mean, there was no evidence, there was no boils or nothing. And at first, when he hooks up to one, he loses one. And I thought it was a ray. He might have snagged a ray because we're trolling.
That's
so
what he
then
likes.
snagged a ray, and then he hooks up again, and they're looking at it, going, "That's not a ray. He's fucking lunging," and it takes off. And he's like, I'm paddling to keep up with him. I mean, I'm really paddling, just trying to move. And finally, he starts to slow down. But
Hold on, before you get started.
Yeah, he was moving.
We got a question about when we get started togging at the ships. The water's got to get up, man. First off, you can't buy any bait right now. I mean, if you could get clams, you could take clams over there, but you can't get any crabs yet, or that I know of. Although I did go to the beach today, and it looks like there's pots out, but I don't know what they're potting for. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the water's got to be 50, man.
Yeah, 50.
For it to be decent.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, Rob on the magazine said 46 to 48. Yeah, you can catch one giant one. That's what you're targeting.
You got a chance.
You catch one bite, and it's going to be a monster.
Right, but he's only going to eat one bait.
Right,
and a 5-6 pounder or bigger.
Yeah. So that's what he says. The biggest ones are this time. Yeah. But if you really want to have the really hot action, it's 55 degrees is the climb. 50 because you start fishing for them, absolutely. But 55 is when they're like out of their house. That's like summertime for them. They're out of their house, they're on the front porch, they're hanging out with each other and eating and having a good old time.
Right now we can't get any green crabs, but they are available sometimes. Mm-hmm. We don't have them right now. He's asking if we have green crabs. Most of the time we fish with blue crabs. Blue crabs are my favorite bait.
Yeah. Clam is pretty good too. Yeah. Especially early in the year because of it's softer bait and their metabolism a little bit slow. But that's always a good bait too.
Yeah.
But crab is always
yeah. Cut blue crab when you can get it is probably the best bait you're gonna find for a tall tog. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they catch the big ocean ones on whole crabs, ocean crabs and stuff like that. Green crabs
were using last time.
And also big clams too. I mean, my 14.5 pounder was on a clam, so and nothing but clam on that hook.
Yeah.
And I caught an 8.5 pounder that day too, and it was just on clam. Yeah. We had some green crabs that day; they just wouldn't work. It's so weird.
It's weird about.
We literally sometimes, or what was it? One spring, we bought a bushel of green crabs, thinking we were going to save money, we bought a bushel.
Kept them alive, had the live well,
kept them going, everything. We kept them good. We caught 0 togs with these things.
And we just lost any kind of confidence with it. We just couldn't. Yeah. We just couldn't even use them anymore. We had them, we just couldn't even use them.
And this past winter, we took them to the. That was the day when Kevin and I went to the tower on Rick's boat.
Yeah. Well, right before that, me and Andrea from work went to the ships, and I had clam and green crabs because I didn't want to use green crab. I finally used them. Actually was talking shit about green crabs when I had my first bite on green crab. I was like, this stuff never works. I fucking hate this shit. It's slimy. This falls apart in the hook. I mean, it was. If I had tape rolling, it would have been awesome.
And then we took them to the. That day we went to the Tower Reef.
Yeah,
and we absolutely smoked them.
Once I had that day over there, I felt confident with it again. I just don't like it falls apart. Green crabs fall apart really easy. that's one thing about it. It just falls apart.
Yeah.
Blue crab, it's stable. You're gonna get lots of bites off of it for one piece of bait. You're gonna get multiple bites. But yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So here we are. Rogalski, he's getting ready to hold up his red. I'm throwing a bait out.
Of course, I put a bait out while I'm taking pictures.
Yeah, because I had it. Taking pictures of Rogalski's fish.
He had a bad release on that red, so we had our eyes open.
Drops it in.
It was gonna pop back up.
Drops it in like
The
like
big
that.
drop off.
So
The
we're
big dump
looking.
off.
So we're looking, and this shit starts to happen. And at first, I'm thinking that's the fish. He went over
Right.
there and he's like freaking out.
That's it. Right here.
But then as I get closer, this shit's not big. That's a big thing, and I'm seeing a line. I start to see a line.
Right.
This next shot, I'm seeing a line happen.
Oh boy, we got something going on over here.
I'm seeing a line all happen all over here. So now I'm casting out in front of this line. Casting over here, you can see that
Oh,
right
you
there?
can see the line,
You
yeah.
can see that?
And a slick.
Yeah. So shit's starting to happen. Boom, we're in it.
The
Trying to
already
reel
on
up
you.
and move.
The double A. The two.
So now I start.
So you're done. I'm taking both of these. You got them.
Now I'm starting to lunge backwards.
That feels like a red.
Slack. There's one right there.
Right.
I ran right over and over. See, here's where it gets sketchy because now my back line has slacked up, right?
Yeah.
So now it's loose and it's I have to
Around
get it
a
from this
fishing
side.
rod, it looks like.
And it's also around my back of the camera.
Oh.
This one's still lunging a little bit, but then I lighten up on this one, put him down. Just because if you lighten up on a fish, he'll stop fighting, right?
Right.
So this one's like stop fighting. He doesn't even realize he's hooked anymore. But I got to get it all on that side, so it's not around here. So when he does come tight, he's not in my shit. So I'm like holding this one. He's barely pulling. He's starting to pull. He's starting to pull a little bit, and I pick it up because now he's starting to. He's about ready
Right.
to go. And so I got this one kind of straightened out. The line's coming down and around here.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Got the big hook up there.
And I think I'm straight. I got off of that rod tip, and now, but I'm still here. This one's still lunging. I'm like, oh shit, it's back here. Look, oh shit, it's
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah.
Now I just popped it off. Now the line goes
Yeah.
straight. I'm good. This one's going, just going, burning on me. But that there, it's like, nah, it's not the best spot.
Here.
Put that one up in
And
front.
this is
I
the
back off a little bit.
13 again?
This is 15. I'm camping
15,
out.
okay.
Oh yeah, I'm camping
I don't
out.
know if he's
Post it up by now.
I
Yeah.
imagine that was still on. This is gonna be perfect. Imagine.
This is the first night, so I haven't camped out. Yeah. So yeah, it's he's pulling me that way, and this line is still kind of slacking, but I get it off of the rod tip, onto the rod tip. Try to tighten them up as much as I can.
Yeah.
Your cast behind us. All that going behind us.
Now that's wrong. The thing was I didn't want Rogalski casting near me because I have a line out. That means
Right.
if he's gonna cast near me, he's gonna be near. What he should. He ends up hooking one up anyway. But really, with both of those fish running this way,
He needs to reposition and get that,
way because both of them are running that way.
They're
So
trying to get back.
Back to the school. That school was come through us and
And
moving
plus,
that
you
way.
haven't been like tearing at either one of them at this point. You've kind of been trying to. So they're like, man, something's going on, but I'm just trying
they're
to
not fighting yet. They're
I'm
not
trying to
fighting
get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
they're just trying to go back to the school that they've gotten deterred from a little
Yeah,
bit.
they're like,
by
man,
a
something's
little bit
going
of
on,
trying.
but we're trying to get out of here.
So one, I'm trying to get him. I tell him the wrong way, but I really just want him to get up off of me because when he hooks up, it's gonna be sketchy because now he's gonna be near two of my lines. That was the only thing. And that one's on. That one's back on again.
Yep, that was still on too.
So many drumses.
Yeah. So now
Man,
this one's
so many
this one's
landmarks.
starting to go back around. No, it ain't.
Nah. You see that one in front of you just swimming?
Yeah. A little
Just
bit of
pushing
sport
off?
there.
There's fish up there in front of you just pushing right there. Oh, was that yours?
I don't know. Yeah,
Did
he's
you
pretty
see that
close to
thing?
me
Yeah,
now.
that's probably you.
Yeah.
There's just the water just shot right
Yeah.
when your fish turned, so it probably was. Once you start seeing them, man, you can see these things.
Yeah.
They change the water all around them.
Yeah. See, now I got this line, always watching that line, and here it comes around here. And I gotta take it down. It's slack, so there's not, I gotta put it down for a second.
Yeah,
Put it back in.
Yeah. I mean,
And
all that
you
was
still
going
see
on
him.
there.
You
Yeah.
still see him.
This is a big one too. This is a big one. I haven't even seen him yet.
And he's not even
Not
trying to
that big.
fish. He sucks.
Yeah.
No, he's casting.
No, he
Some of
sucks.
your way. Here I go. And I'm sure I got
Yeah, I
this
see.
one.
I saw him reeling up.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm trying to tell him. I said, I'm sure I got this one on. I'm trying not to get him to cast near me because I know he's going to hook up because we're in him. And
I'm sure he's the one.
I'm just worried about.
That was a school one.
What do you need? Does he just not have a crab? Does he not have a crab in the water?
I don't know. I don't think he has
See,
a crab.
right.
I think he
Because
just.
if he has a crab in the water.
Now he's hooked up. Now he's hooked up. Yeah. Yeah.
Drum.
Yeah.
Right there on top in front of you. You saw that.
Yeah.
Drum.
So now I got to move that line over
My
there.
lines are, I don't know where my big line is.
And then it's the thing is, he just hooked up and he's heading right towards this line.
Right.
He's that way. I'm like, okay. And he's saying, oh, well, let me know if I have to cut it. And I don't want him to do that.
Right.
But if he, yeah.
Plus, we've untangled lines before.
Yeah. And it's
I don't know.
fairly easy with braid as long as it doesn't start
Still,
looping.
maybe.
But that one's still on. This one's close.
And you still really
That
haven't
way.
reeled up a whole lot of line. Those fish are fucking everywhere, man.
Now he's going.
Yeah.
Now he's taking.
You might have seen
Right, he's on that one.
you might have seen Billy's fish hooked up. Yeah. Like, hey, what's up? We're gonna go together here. I mean, when they're close, the swirls are close like that. You know it's your boat.
Yeah.
But a few of those that I've seen,
Totally.
you're
Especially when I first hooked up, that was
Fish-
a hard ball. That
yeah.
was not even near me. That was just going, man. Like, damn.
The second one's a little tired sometimes.
Yeah. He's not that big. He's like 43, 44.
Dude,
on my
Teenagers, man.
Yeah, hard
Just
fight.
Chumps.
Hard.
Mid. Gone.
It's all right.
It's
That one
okay.
got off.
I had that full fight.
And you see Billy straight hooked up in the background, spinning
Look how
around.
hard. As soon as I tighten down the drag, I start spinning around. And then just catching up my line, getting my momentum up to catch up to my line. Which is the worst part because it's just a lot of reeling, pulling, reeling. You're not really pulling that hard. You're just
Right.
gathering. And you I'm moving fast, so I'm like,
Right. Oh, yeah. See, no more drum around.
Yeah.
School dissipated.
Through.
Yeah, you just don't see any more of the crazy hard movements through the water way up in front of you. Of course,
I like it.
Billy's going back the other way.
Yeah.
They may be going back the other way.
Finally coming up on this one again. All right, back on. Getting that out of the way. And I just dropped my lure just in the water so it's not...
Had it just been this reel on that cobia, dude, you'd have caught it probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that is...
That's what I have now.
I know, man. I'm probably going to use my jigging reel. I prefer to use the spinning reel, except I don't like to fight with that in the kayak that much.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I have full confidence if I hook one of those stupid things with a spinning rod and
I
catch it.
tightened down on him, and then he's like... And this is that reel that I have to watch the drag on, because it's like 20 pounds.
Right.
And 15's where you start to get yanked over.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Hard lunges. Right there, but oof. That,
Man, they're hard fighting.
I'll back off just a little bit in case he makes another lunge. He's not going to yank me
Right.
too hard. Now tighten up a little bit more. He's getting close. Hard lunge.
Yeah. You reel it and then you just dive.
And that tail pump afterwards. Just come up. One shot.
Wait for one to blow that lure up. Not a super giant.
No. But that size, this 43s.
Yeah, they fight
hard,
really hard.
hard fighters.
Coming in hot.
That was the one with the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. You hear him drumming.
Yep.
You hear him drumming hard.
Should have taken care of the big tags again.
Yeah.
To plug
I
these
can just start
giants.
doing that. I can do those just to do those. I think contact them. Yeah. Just in case we're in them again. Still in them.
Right.
Yep. Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Checking them out
And just
for-
massage this jewel.
Mhm.
I know you're ready. I just want to play with you for a little bit.
Uh-oh. Modified.
That was a new one, yeah. That was before I put the audio on. I don't think I got the audio on that one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's getting late.
9:30. Well, yeah, good enough.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Sorry about the. We'll try to get that a little bit better.
People still love us.
I think it's still going.
We got love with 7 people.
Well, I don't know. It's got to refresh.
Oh, people hate us. How much hate do we have?
I don't know.
Oh, it's never gonna we're never gonna know. Because the screensaver is still on, but we don't know. But we're still live as of 5 minutes ago because
Yeah. Still got 6. We're still
people
good.
hate us. They
We're
like us.
there for
Oh.
Where we go?
there
we are.
and here we are. And we're gone.
What?
What? I don't know. Podcast over?
No, it's right here. Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, podcast still here. Podcast a lot? No? Yeah? All right. We got what we got.
Oh, we are still here. Okay.
Yeah, we are. It's actually kind of choppy on the screen too.
That's what I'm saying. I knew it was gonna be choppy.
Yeah, we'll
this.
try and figure this
Yeah.
computer shit out, man. We'll get something faster or something. I don't know.
Next time I might have my beard off. I'm gonna start. Everybody thinks I'm not gonna shave it off.
Cut
I'm
that
just gonna trim
bullshit
it down.
ass hair to fuck off.
Nah, I'm not cutting that.
But it's gonna start hitting hippie fucking.
I gotta have my hippie voodoo shit for the water, man. That shit works.
Yeah, whatever.
You notice that
Big
shit
X
works?
coming up.
What the fuck is that? This crazy ass thing.
Yep, it's still watching us though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Also, but speaking of hippie voodoo shit, I'm gonna have Gil from Breathe Yoga, who's a local yoga studio here, and he's a teacher there. I'm gonna have him come in. We're actually do a yoga show. I've been wanting to do this, and you guys know I have a really heavy yoga practice, and it's helped me a lot.
they're gonna do it in the handstand position, so the whole show.
But you know, it's helped me a lot, and I like sharing it, and because if it helped me, I know it can help some other people too. So we're
Shane, get yourself rigged up with a yoga mat for the instructions.
There we go. We'll do a little instructional for Shane. But yeah, we're gonna do that next week, and then
You had to hit F5 to see the video.
Oh
I don't know. It's frozen again.
no, whatever.
So who knows?
Yeah. But
And we're losing viewers by the second. People hate us, so it's awesome.
But yeah, well,
Thanks for being awesome.
We'll be on next. We'll try to do that next week, and then after that, we'll be going. I'll be going. Me and Gene, and I'll be for the adventure kayak fishing tournament.
For
down in
podcast
Louisiana.
number 50, Kevin's gonna be out of town, and I suck.
I probably if I do when I get back.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have
suck.
internet out there, but I want to might do is record a lot of stuff. I'm gonna record a lot anyway because we're going down to Messini. It's me, Willie Rags, and Messini driving
Just
down.
videotape the whole car.
That's what I'm
ride.
doing, man. I'm gonna have the older, the SD ones. They can go for like 6 hours. It's gonna roll them. It's gonna roll them. So, gonna have a fun video to come back on, and it's gonna be a fun
One
time.
of those Rob Choi time lapse jewels.
Yeah. But we're gonna, yeah. So that's coming up. So we got Gil next week. We'll do a pre leaving for Louisiana. Then when I get back from Louisiana, we'll do another one, and then we'll be under Eastern Shore silence here real soon. So I might as well start now because it's not going to start anytime soon. But I might as well do it now
Right.
anyway. Because
Yeah,
so
it's still really cold.
So if you contact me anytime soon within the next couple of months and ask about the Eastern Shore, really all I'm going to tell you is on the second DVD.
Yoga fishing. Yeah, correct. Yoga fishing.
Yoga fishing. It's helped me. You know that hippie voodoo shit's helped me. I get out there and do my hippie voodoo shit, and I catch fish.
The fish have always loved Kevin.
But yeah, and actually I do have a fishing story that has about that. Actually, right now, remember where we were filming for Striper, and we were going out for the drift, and I really needed to catch. We needed to catch some footage. I don't care who it was, and that night I was at the end. I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking pray to Neptune. In bed, I was like, I prayed to Neptune. He was like, please let me give me just an opportunity, put my bait in front of some fish. Just get me in the area that we can catch some fish. And that's the day I caught 4 in a row. And,
I hate you.
Yeah, and after that, dude, I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna start praying to Neptune.
That day I started hating Kevin.
So that was the birth of the hippie voodoo shit, where I finally asked
That day was bad. That day was bad. That day was bad like the drum day this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for putting up with that hour-long wait, and this looks like it's working a little bit better, and we'll figure it out.
So we can figure out something to run the Ustream a little faster.
Yeah.
We will.
This at least works. So might do to Skype off of here to be a little bit more reliable. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we got some more practice runs coming up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out before. By spring, by the time everybody's fishing, we should have shit rolling where we have a lot more to talk about too.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I also want to do the yoga one here soon. So
yeah,
we'll get that, and so we get back on.
Get that. We're gonna get some of the local charter guys in here soon too.
Yeah, 'cause
everybody just wants to come in, wants to start catching fish. These guys that have fish stories like crazy still don't want to come in the winter and talk about fishing. It's crazy.
Yeah. They want to wait till it's fishing. Oh, I haven't fished in. I don't know.
And we'll talk. Hopefully by the middle of the season, we'll be able to get Ken in here to talk some more, especially if they're doing some stuff with the drum.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks.
All right.